There's a fire in the torpedo room.
Detonation temperature?
I think the warheads explode at 180 degrees. How much?
180 degrees.
Hello everyone, I'm Johnny, and today we're taking a look at Kursk from 2018. Kursk is a name that has and continues to come up as historically important. In August of 2000, the Russian nuclear submarine K-141 Kursk exploded, killing all 118 men. This movie gives a dramatic telling of the events and this day, which might be yet another important reminder of the desperate need for peace in Russia and, well, the world. Firstly, some overlooked context to underscore the importance of this movie for all audiences. 118 men died in the Kursk submarine disaster. The explosion on the submarine is thought to have been caused by a faulty weld in a torpedo's casing and unstable fuel, namely a type of hydrogen peroxide. This was at a time when the British Navy banned the use of hydrogen peroxide for similar uses. The Russian Navy in 2000 was suffering from many problems. Funding affected equipment, manpower, and training. This event was preventable, and though dramatic, is an issue all militaries face. Accidental military deaths are a huge problem worldwide, and it's important we learn from each other's mistakes and help each other. It's valuable to watch the film from this perspective. Just in America alone, between 2012 and 2022, 3,494 U.S. service members died in accidents. During America's 20-year involvement in Afghanistan, more servicemen died from accidents than combat. Rollovers of vehicles, though less dramatic, kill way more men yearly than submarine explosions. They simply just don't make for as interesting of movies. Accidents are a huge cost of having a military, and a frustrating one. It's often more painful for the families who lose their loved ones in these frequently preventable ways. The movie Kursk gets huge props for covering the accident from many perspectives, most notably the families. After the accident, 71 children were left without fathers, and the movie importantly reminds us of this throughout. Kursk tells the event from the perspective of the submarine crew, the families, the bureaucrats, the Russian Navy attempting the rescue, and the British and Norwegians sent to help. There are still many details unknown about the Kursk disaster. Many of the movie's details are dramatic license, including much of the diplomacy between the British and Russians regarding coordinating a rescue attempt. British, Norwegian, and American assets among other nations were better equipped to save the sailors. Russian rescue equipment at the time was barely being upkept. Historically, it took 5 days for Vladimir Putin, whose reign dates back to this time, to accept outside help. 2 days later, British and Norwegian divers finally opened a hatch on the Kursk, but found no survivors. Likewise, the events that took place inside the submarine after the explosion are not fully known, and the movie gives an account of what might have happened in a dramatic but believable way. It is thought at least 23 crew members survived the explosion and died of carbon monoxide poisoning as oxygen ran out. Scenes of men fighting in this underwater hell are powerful and a good reminder that often a soldier's enemy isn't a man with a gun. Often the enemy or the battle is problem-solving the environment, how to stay warm, how to survive, and how to keep equipment working. Never mind the political enemy making life or death decisions for you miles away. The survival scenes are incredibly well acted, and you can feel the terror and bravery in these confined compartments on the ocean floor. The men attempting the rescue further showcase extreme bravery. They train their lives for these moments. They view these sailors as brothers. They risk their lives trying to save them because they know they would do the same. Moments of watching the Russian rescue sub attempt to connect to the rescue hatch of the Kursk are perhaps visually simple, but just as intense as any firefight in any other war movie. One of the more powerful themes in the movie is that soldiers and sailors relate to each other more than the politicians above it all. Colin Firth delivers one of the most powerful lines in the whole film. When he, a British naval officer, is made aware of the incident, he states, "Mother of God, We've lost a submarine. Such words should only have more gravity today if we can remember sailors and soldiers ultimately would rather be used to help each other than to kill each other. Alright, I'm Johnny. Do check out Kursk. It also goes by the title The Command. It won't be a war movie for everyone. It's a bit atypical, and some might find it biased against the Russian Navy. Others might think it's not biased enough. But either way, overall production quality is very high here. Do like or subscribe or comment or all that YouTube crap. And as always, have a nice rest of your day.